Hey everybody, it's Robin with Keller Williams, and I'm sitting here with Dana.Hakes of Uptown Funding.
Hi everyone.
Today we're going to talk about pre-approval, getting your mortgage, and why you need one. But first, Dana, tell us a little bit about you and Uptown Funding.
Would love to. Thank you, Robin. So we have been in business since 1999. We are a family business. My husband Steve and I, who have been married a long time, own the company. And we are a little bit different. We're what used to be a mortgage broker, but we are a mortgage company. So we shop the wholesale market, which allows us to have many products available to us, depending on what your credit profile or your income needs, or if you're self-employed or not self-employed. So it gives us a little bit of a wider range of products available to us.
Great. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that pre-approval process. So I have a client that wants to go look at houses. What do they need to do first?
Very, very important piece of home buying, actually, Robin.
Big piece of the puzzle.
So first thing they need to do is call me. And we will take call me. We will take a loan application, either one over the phone. I can do it face-to-face, or they can go to my website where I have where everything's automated. Awesome. Everybody's different, so we have several options. And we do need to pull credit, and I'll ask you for income and asset documentation, just so that I can verify, do you have the funds to close? Where are the funds to close coming from? Mm-hmm. Are you self-employed? If you're self-employed, we'll need 2 years tax returns. So there's several things that go into it, other than someone just saying, well, I make X amount a year.
That's kind of what got us in trouble before, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It certainly is.
So I go out and I get my pre-approval, mm-hmm. and my realtor has it, and right. Now we can write offers on houses.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And the biggest part, Robin, in the reason that you need to get pre-approved for you, especially as an agent, and for your clients, is that you don't want to go and show them homes and have them fall in love with a $400,000 home, and they only can be approved for $350,000.
It's kind of like dating out of your league.
Absolutely.
It kind of is.
So
all right.
That's the most important reason.
And let me ask you this. Do you ever ask for documentation you don't need?
Occasionally. We try to get as much up front to tell the story as we can. Whether we need it for underwriting or not is determined later on. But I may ask you for tax returns and then maybe not use them.
Yes.
Just so that we can really get a clear picture of your income and asset situation.
But it's never, why do they need this? They don't need it. They may very well need it because your income profile and where, like Dana said, where's the money coming from? Right. They are heavily regulated, and Absolutely. There are many things that they have to legal hoops that they have to jump through to keep not only them, but you and everybody else in the transaction on the straight and narrow as it's supposed to be.
Exactly, that's right.
So once we go under contract, what happens? What are you doing then?
Okay, so we get a contract in, and congratulations, you're on your way to about 30 days of getting a lot of documentation.
Yeah,
it can be a little daunting, but we do tell you up front that we're going to need a lot of documentation from you. So we get, first thing that'll happen is that we will send disclosures to you. Within 3 days of me getting the contract, I'll send out disclosures, which is a compliance thing that we are, like you said, highly regulated. Within 3 days, we have to get those out.
Okay.
From there, it goes into processing. Our processors happen to be female, but he or she will ask you for maybe a little more documentation, something that I may have missed up front. And then from there, they package it up very pretty, and they send it off to underwriting.
Okay, so that's where they just are officially working on the loan and getting you the money to close and to fund your new house.
Yes, and these underwriters are working in a very specific box, so they have guidelines that they view all of the documentation that we've provided and then come back with what we call a conditional approval.
Okay.
Meaning they have approved that file, but there's a few conditions that we need to provide them.
Right.
And while we're going through the conditional approval, we do order the appraisal at that time. Okay. That's a huge piece of it, as you know, as an agent.
Yes. And the appraisal is more on the property than on you, the borrower. So they're making sure that the market value of that property is what we've gone under contract for, and make sure it is at the same or higher than what is on the contract.
Right. And hopefully not lower.
And not lower, because then we got to go renegotiate.
Exactly.
All right, Dana, is there anything else that you think buyers need to know as they go into this adventure?
One thing that I do like to always remind borrowers, because I get this a lot. Oh, well, I've been employed, with ABC company, but I just started my new business. I am going off on my own, which is a great thing.
But not right now.
Except when you're in getting a home, because you do have to wait for 2 years of tax returns to be filed.
So
the other thing to keep in mind is if you are making deposits into your bank account, all cash deposits do need to be paper trailed.
Yes.
So they're very sticky about that.
So no deposits out of the mayonnaise jar full of money and coins that you've been accumulating.
Yep.
We need to put that in 6 months before we get started.
Your mattress money is okay, but just let's let it season for a while.
So we don't go out, we don't change jobs, we don't go make big expenses, we don't go buy new cars and motorcycles.
Exactly.
We just do what we always do and keep our income the same.
That's exactly
okay,
right.
so we can get you through this transaction in 30 days or less. Yes. You're in your new home, and then you can do whatever you want.
Exactly right.
All right, Dana. Well, thank you very much.
Well,
Dana.Hakes with Uptown Funding,
Funding,
and she is here to help on all your residential financing needs.
Thank you, Robin, for having me.
Absolutely.
All
Bye.
Right, bye.